What is going on, everybody? We're back with another Million Lords video. Now, I'm gonna be on my Road to Diamond account, but I'm gonna do more like a tips and tricks video. While I just noticed something. Let me turn this stuff on, just so we don't see the little black outline. But yeah, I'm gonna do like a tips and tricks video as I play on my Road to Diamond account. So, I do want to go over strategies. By the way, as you can see, I got the Harvester advisor from the daily reward. That's why you'll see him pop up on screen every now and then, because he's just collecting my daily harvest bonus. Okay, but we'll go over we'll open this chest later. So we're gonna go over some attack strategies. And I posted this on my Discord as well, my Discord server. If any of you guys just want to join the Discord server, you can read it there as well. So yeah, so since there's the new season's about to start, we're only 4 days away from the new season. I want to go over these little attack strategies. So for bronze and silver, there is no temples. So I suggest whenever you first start a season, you find a target that will be dark red. So for example, someone like this, they're dark red, which means that if I were to attack them, you'll see on the bottom right corner it says 200%. You'll find a target that's worth 200%, and you got to make sure that their timer is not up. I want to find an example, but you'll see underneath where it says the question mark on troops, you'll see that it'll say it'll have the letters XP with a line through it, which means that they're not worth that they have the XP timer up, so they're not worth XP. So you want to make sure that that timer is not up, and you want to make sure that they're worth 200%. And then what you'll do is, this is just one of the strategies. There's plenty of other ones, but this one is a way to level up super quick. So what you'll do is you'll just suicide your troops into that 200% city, and you'll do this until you hit level 50. You don't want to do it any more than that, because then it doesn't become worth it, because you're losing troops while you do this. And if you do it past level 50, the troop loss versus the XP that you're gaining is just not worth it. You will want to make sure that you max out your fearless to 75 as soon as possible, especially with this strategy. That way you lose the least amount of troops possible. And then once you hit level 50, then you can start going after neutral cities. So you're allowed 30 neutral cities per. I should probably send an attack while I'm talking, right, guys? Probably be the best thing to do. I don't normally send this long of attack, but I don't think this person is gonna wall it. But yeah, you're allowed 30 neutrals per day. But if you already own, if you reach right here in the middle, let's see where it says 49, that's how many cities I have. If you reach 30 cities owned, you can't take no more neutrals, even if you haven't reached your daily limit for your neutrals, which is 30. Okay, so once you hit level 50, you go after your 30 neutral cities. This is why you're going to attack the 30 neutral cities first, because if you attack other players, then you won't be able to take the 30 neutral cities, unless if you lose cities, and then you can take more. So you'll take your 30 neutral cities. Well, it will only let you take 29 because you have your home city. That counts as one. So you'll take your 29 neutral cities and then start attacking other players. Doing this strategy, it'll level you up super quick. you'll notice that you'll be ahead of almost everybody very early on, because you're gaining 200 XP per suicide, you know, and you'll get to that level 50 super quick. So then you take your 29 neutral cities, since you already own the home city, and that'll put you at 30, and then you start attacking other players. So that is how you get a good early start if you're in bronze and silver. Now, if you're in gold all the way through diamond, you'll have temples there. So the strategy changes there. There's a few different strategies that you can do. If you log on as soon as the season start, then go. This is your chance to go find a temple, preferably a striker or rusher temple, and you move your home to it, right next to it. And then these temples will start off neutral at first, and they'll have 10,000 troops in them, and they'll be worth 100% XP. You can suicide your troops into them until you're able to take that temple that's right next to your home that since you just moved next to it. And take that temple. Then you try to take as many neutral temples as you can. And then whenever you're done doing that, you just defend your temple. So you either defend your temple by, if someone sends an attack, you just defend the temple by walling them, or you can choose to snipe them. Alright, so walling means that you just defend the attack. So that's the term that they use for defending an attack, is called walling. To snipe an attack, that is, let's say an enemy sent an attack on that temple and is 30 seconds away, and that attack is, it says 10 million to 100 million. Then you would want to send an attack that is after the 30 seconds and bigger than the attack that they send. So if they send 10 to 100 million, you want to make sure that you send either on the higher end, closer to the 100 million, or past the 100 million, to make sure that you win this attack. You send it after 30 seconds, so longer than 30 seconds, preferably 31 seconds. This will cause you to land after his attack, so he will end up taking that temple, and then your attack will land after the person, they take your temple, causing you to eat those troops basically, or you just take this, you'll win that attack, and since you sent a bigger one. You want to send, for the snipe to be successful, or a bigger chance of it being successful, you want to send it as close as possible to the timer of the attacker. So if he sent a 30-second one, you want to send a 31-second. Because if you send, let's say, a 40-second one and he sent a 30-second one, so when his land, yours still has 10 more seconds left, and he'll see your attack, and then they'll be like, oh, let me get out of the way, So then the chances of you landing that snipe won't be that high. But if you send it 1 second after their attack, then they don't have time to get out the way. So that's a snipe. So you would either want to wall them or snipe them by your temple, on the temples that you own. That way you can gain XP. The way to choose to whether you want to wall or snipe will be depending on your stats. If you have your striker's higher than your guardian, then go for the snipe. If your guardian's higher than the striker, then go for the wall. That's how I would decide. So yeah, you do this strategy until you get to about level 60, and it only takes a couple hours to get to level 60 doing this strategy. It doesn't take that long, because everybody's going after temples. They're either doing that same strategy, or they just want temples, to gain a boost in their stats. So it's nice having Harvester while I'm talking, because I can't multitask for nothing. So that is basically it for if you can log in, if you're in gold and through diamond, and if you can log in right when the season starts. That's basically it. You'll get to level 60 doing that strategy. And then after that, take your little 29 neutrals, you know, since you already have your home city, and that'll be the 30th. And then after that, start attacking other players. Boom, that's it. But if you can't log in as soon as the season starts, then you will do the strategy that Bronze and Silver does. You log in, find a target that's dark red, that's worth 200 XP with no wall timer, and you just suicide your troops there until level 50, no more than that, because then it's not worth it. And then you'll go for your 30 neutrals, or 29 neutrals, and then you can attack other players. That is the strategies, you know, to get like a super fast early start or early lead. And it works very well. A lot of top players do this. This is the big strategy that the top players do, and that's how you'll want to do it to, you know, get your little early start in the season. Getting an early start puts you in a good position, you know, to finish strong, to go strong throughout the season and just finish strong. And that is it for this one. And I didn't even get land this attack. Let me just wait the 20 seconds to land this attack. Yeah, we'll land that attack. Another thing is, when you're attacking people, let's say for example, I'm gonna be attacking over here. Boom, I'm a multi-scout. If you don't have multi-scout, you know, just scout one by one. Boom, you send that you can, a faster way is just to click on your city and then send one troop, and then you click on the bottom left corner, click on another city, and it already saves what you last sent, which was one troop. Boom, and you can do this super quick and scout them all. So now a little tip is, so let's say I scouted all these three, they're all 75. Let's say all of them had, two of them had 1 million troops, and then the other one only had like 5k troops or 10k troops. Well, what that means is that these two that have, so this one and this one that had 1 million troops, we'll say, and this one that had the 5k troops or 10k troops, whatever it is significantly lower than the other two, and they're all level 75. That just means that he had troops in this city, but he moved them before you was able to scout it. So what that means is that they are trying to hide the troops that they have there. That way, when you do send an attack, they can wall you. So you got to pay attention to that. That's a small little detail that they are, A, online, and B, they are trying to wall you. So always be careful with that. Don't fall for those little strategies. Don't fall for that. He had troops there that otherwise they would all be the same on the amounts of troops, you know. But since they're not the same, that means that he had troops there, and since it's such a low amount, it was very recent that he had those troops. So that's a little thing to pay attention to whenever you're doing attacks. Always scout first, and then pay attention to the amount of troops that the cities have. Let's say I want to attack this. Another tip is, if I want to attack this one, I'm gonna attack. I'll scout it, and then I'm gonna scout all the ones that are nearby to see if they have troops in there that can potentially wall me. You know, you don't want to just, oh, I'm gonna scout this one only, boom, and then send the attack. You know, you want to scout the nearby ones. You don't want to take that chance. Like when I scouted this guy, oops, the guy that I just attacked. When I scouted him, you probably noticed that I looked around a little bit. I was just checking to see if he had any nearby cities, and he didn't. So that's why I sent that attack. But yeah, always scout the nearby cities, and then pay attention to the amount of troops that are in each city. If one city is very low, that means they had troops there. So they are online, and they're trying to hide their troops so that they can wall you. Okay, so that's a little extra tip there. And I am going to end the video here. I hope this helped you guys, and I shall see you guys next time. Peace.